So there it is, a night wrapped up with a round knockout by Michael Shipman, and it was the perfect way to end that night. It can't describe the night. Very, very technical fight, and then a one-punch knockout straight out of nowhere. From the bottom of the card, from the first amateur fight to the last pro fight, what did you make of the card? And compare it to the first event, what did you think?
I was very impressed with I was very happy with the first event we had with the fights. You know what I mean? Like, you always put fights down on the matchmaker, obviously, so you match up. I think this will be a good fight. That you never know how they're going to play out. And the first show delivered. And it was the same with this one. I think I matched up pretty even fights, and then I was thinking, oh, these will be good fights. And again, you look there and you think, oh, is it going to... And for me, again, the fights delivered. So as a promoter, I'm so happy, and the fighters made me happy. So I love this sort of show, and a part of the promoting I love the most is looking after the fighters, because I'm a fighter myself. I still am a fighter, so I know that they need to be looked after, and I'm happy because if you look after them, they put on a show like that. So I'm very pleased.
Yeah, I must say, as not just media, as a fan, seeing this show, the way it's run backstage, out there, the way everything's run, it seems like you've been doing this for years and years. It's one of the most professional run shows I've been to.
Technically, I have been doing this for years and years. I've been fighting for years and years. So I kind of send me being around the smaller shows to the biggest shows. So I've been around many shows, and always me and Mickey, who run the show, we both, knew that we could run a good show. We just never had time before, but it's just finding the right time, and there's a lot of work that goes into that. We have a very good team around us, but me and Mickey do the bulk of the work, so it is tough on us too. We're not like Dana White, who literally stands there and makes a couple of phone calls here and there. He has a lot of team. Me and Mickey do a lot. We have don't get me wrong, I do have a team of people with us, but me and Mickey do a lot of work, and man, we're gonna be sleeping for a couple of days. It's tiring, but it's worth it, 100% worth it. And like I say, going back to the question was me and him know that what we like. We both think very similar, and we know how a show should run and how it should look, and yet again, we're going to develop and get better and better and better. So I think the first show was very good starting block. I think this show was better. The next show is going to be better, and that's how you build a brand, in my eyes.
Any idea on the day for the next show? When are you
looking around about October sort of time? Same thing, because I'm still fighting myself. That is my job, so I have to do that in between. So we're looking at later in the year. So we're going to do 6 to 8, 2 shows a year, and get people excited for the next show. When's that? Because that's what happens when you build a brand and you have a good show, and all the coaches go and think, Brad, let me know when your next show is. Because once you've done that and you establish that relationship with coaches, they want to put their young fighters on our card. They want to see how our shows run and how professional we do things here. They want their young athletes to go there, and we want to let them showcase their skills on our show.
Yeah. So obviously, as you mentioned, you're still a fighter, you're still in the UFC. When are you looking to get back in there, and anybody that you're looking to get in against?
I won't mind rekindling the fight with Renan Brunez. I was supposed to fight before, and that he got injured, and then I fought Cisco Rivera. I'm looking around about July, August sort of time. The reason I think about that sort of time, because I'd like to fight, and then promote a show in around about October, and then fight again later in the year in December sort of time, because I do believe the UFC are coming back to, I do know, but I can't say where, but they're coming back to the UK in December.
Okay, yeah, there's been a lot of speculation about that. 6 months and 6 days, or there's been 27 weeks, that is 135 weekdays, 55 weekend days, and in total there's been 189 days. How many of them days has gone to improving this show and making this show better than the first?
Every day. I always think about things, and the same again, I know this show went really well tonight. Yeah. But when I speak to other people, I say, okay, they all go, great. I'll be like, but what can I do better? Because I'm a perfectionist. I appreciate the praise I get, but then also want to say, what can we do better? Yeah. And that's what we're doing every time. We're building a brand slowly, and we're always going to. This time to last time, the production was a lot better. I think we had better lighting, but next one we'll do a bit more.
Yeah.
Because for me, this is not my profession, and this is not Mickey's profession. So we're not in this to make a quick buck.
Yeah.
We just want to build a brand, and you build a brand over time. You know, we don't want to whack a load of cash into a show and then like, oh, we're not earning any money, let's get out of it. But that's not what we're doing. We're trying to build a brand. You know, that's what we're doing here.
So along with the show, you have your own PR company. Obviously, the woman who runs the press for the show, Becky Laverty. Just walk through that. How did that come around to getting set up, and just tell us how it works?
Obviously, working with Becky through Rock, we became chatting a lot and have good relations, and we just come up with these ideas. And I think a lot of fighters don't really know how to promote themselves very well, or don't really see themselves as a brand. Yeah. So from my eyes, me and Becky want to help people with their social media, with their interviews, and so like I've been in the game for a long time, and she's brilliant on what she does. And I think yet again together, me and her as a team, really help people build themselves as a brand and as a product.
So as you mentioned tonight, and I completely agree on this, production was a lot better. Everything looked a lot more. It looked like, as I said, you've been here for years, promoting this show. Everything looked very, very professional. There was there's no kind of nobody messed up or things like that. Anything specific or any big you changed since the last show that you really wanted to knuckle down on?
What's the last question, sorry?
Anything that you really had to change since the last show that you're really adamant on changing?
I wasn't happy with the post-production of the last show, and there was no real footage going out. This would be a lot better, 100%. We've got Corin from Boom Boom TV here. He's brilliant at what he does. We've got Matt from Matt Productions. I think the productions was great tonight. But now it's all about post-productions, where I've been around a lot of shows, and to be honest, the show's been crap. But they just have good camera work and good editing and a few good fights on, and boom, it looks like a really good show, So like, for me, now I need to get the post-production things right now, so make this look better.
So will there be videos going out to the fights?
Yes, 100%. Yeah, there'll be all on our YouTube channel, and it'll be done graphics and done really well. Yeah.
So subscribe to that YouTube channel. So obviously there was a lot of big names here tonight in UK, including Harry Shoebridge. Harry's obviously the owner of WFS. He told me that you two work together. You aren't rival promoters. You work together and you scout talent off each other's shows. What's that like to kind of have another promoter, to be able to attend to the shows and look at talent and not have to just go out on your own and find talent?
Well, with me, I find my own talent. It's me. I
a lot of the guys from Titan are
I mean, that's easy to do. Always a bit talent from my gym, but I have to go out. I have very good I've been in the game for a long time, so I know a lot of coaches, and I contact good gyms. I mean, some of the people I was really impressed with the Basharat brothers. Both of them shoot great fights. I build a relationship with these guys, so I do a lot of my talent scouting myself, right? But with me, I don't worry about other promoters. For me, I'm not in competition with anybody, because I don't worry about anyone else's how they do the stuff. I do my show how I want to do my show. And if I concentrate on what I do, fighters always want to come find my show. If that makes sense. So so I think promoters should work together. I've helped other people match stuff on their shows. I've helped Harry match a lot of my fighters on his show, because he's got a good show and had a good platform for guys to fight on. So I don't see as anyone as a rival. I think at the end of the day, it's good for UK MMA to build and help it grow here. So I'm not trying to compete with anyone. It's not my thing.
So as I mentioned,
I have the best show out.
Of course. As I mentioned, a lot of tight fights on this card. I think pretty much all of them, except for one or two, were victorious. Is it hard for you? I mean, does that add any pressure that someone when you go gym fighting, and is it hard to kind of contain your emotion when they win or lose?
Obviously, yeah. I mean, I'm human. So you do look for them. But also for me, I'm human. I'm a nice human. I do care, because I'm a promoter. I get on with both sides of people. Sometimes I build good relationships with guys who my guys are fighting, and then in part of me it's just I don't want either of them to lose. I'm sucks if someone's got to lose. But it's the fight game. I have to be very impartial. When I'm round the cage, I'm very aware of how I am. I'm not sitting my side with my guys. I never coach. You know, I stay very neutral. You know, and as a promoter, that's what you have to be. You know, especially because I don't want my show to feel like it's a reputation that I'm bringing guys in to fight guys from Team Giant to lose. I'm not. I'm bringing guys in to fucking beat. Oh, sorry, that's right. Bringing guys in to beat my guys. Yeah. If I got 10 fighters on and 5 win, 5 lose, that's good matchmaking. You know. Yeah, that's what I see. We had some good guys. Kieran Shanahan, man, I've been raving about this kid for
he
my.
Looked great,
he looked great, but he lost. Yeah, but you know, yeah, exactly. But it's a big learning curve for him. You know, so like. He's going to learn a lot from that, and I'm happy. I'm not happy he lost, but I know that he's going to learn from that. You know, he's a young kid and he has a bright future. You know, Marius Passat, another guy that I like. Yeah, he's winning the whole fight. He got clipped and loses, but you know that's the fight game. So I'm not a guy that wants to do a show where everyone comes out in the red corner wins. Yeah, it's like that. I do try to match up my fights very evenly, so that I have competitive fights.
They were, you know, I imagine some people, you know, because I've looked into fighters, I imagine some people were expecting the Titan fighters to, you know, pretty much get a clean sweep tonight, but there's not one fight that I can recall that was completely one-sided. Is it kind of, you know, have you had any heat of people like fans or anything like that? It's kind of saying what you just said, that you're feeding people to Team Titan fighters?
I've never had anyone say that, and they could, you know, I don't want to listen to him because like I think it's complete nonsense. I match all my guys up. If you're 4-0, you're fighting someone who's 4-0 roughly. Yeah. That's how my logic is. And what I do, I match up with reputable gyms. You know, so I know good gyms around the country, and I phone them up when I have a show, and I match their guys up with. Yeah, and that's how I do it. You know, I don't. Yeah. I asked it, yeah.
Is there any, you know, other than the Kieran Shanahan fight, anything that stood out to you tonight, anything that you're looking forward to and kind of, you know, exceeded your expectations?
Well, the whole show exceeded my expectations again. I think throughout the whole card, from the first fight, the first fight of the night, you know, it's just 2 guys. One guy's 0-1, one guy's 0-2. You know, most matchmakers, I think, that was a cracking fight, those 2 guys. You know, and they I think they set the momentum for the whole card. You know, Oliver Charles and Gary Taylor, I think that was a great fight. You know, so from top to bottom, I was impressed with the whole card. But it's a few standouts. I think Cam's looked really well. Yeah. He looked really good. You know, and the Bashrat brothers. You know, I'm always going to be a fan of the Bashrat brothers. You know.
It's like their little brother's 9th birthday today too, so it's a perfect birthday present. Before we go, I just want to ask, where do you see this going? You know, do you expect to be doing this in 10 years, and how much do you expect to be a big promotion, maybe as big as, you know, some of the biggest world promotions in? I mean, do you, and if so, when?
I really don't know, but my aim is not to. I'm not trying to compete with the big shows. Yeah. I just want, because if I start competing with the big shows, that means I've got to have a whole pro card. And I'm not trying to do a pro card. I always stick to my thing. Like I have a small pro main card, or 4 fights, and like I always say, it's the rise of champions, because that's what I want to focus on: is young talent and amateur scene. So I want to help them grow and nurture them with good competitive fights. So when they go pro, they're ready, they're battle worn and ready. You know, that's always been my emphasis, and I'm not really straying away from that.
Yeah. I mean, you know, there was so many good amateur fights tonight, so many good amateur standouts. You know, there's amateurs now in UK. You know, obviously everybody knows there's people in UK MMA that everybody knows. You know, Jake Bostwick, yourself, and a few others. But now there's amateurs that people can't. They're a household name in the UK, and they're still amateurs. So bright future. So I think that kind of wraps it up. A phenomenal night tonight at the City Pavilion. ROC 2 is wrapped up and done with. I must say, the first 2 events, fantastic, exceeded expectations. It looks like you've been doing it forever. Brad, thank you very much for your time. Appreciate and congratulations, and good luck in the future.